Helicopter. Yay. Nighttime. This is fancy. Bad. Okay. Yay. Alright. Time to figure out how to turn on the lights. I found the lights. Okay. All I need is instrument lights, and I'm going to fly through the city now. Alright, let's see. Can I do this?
Altitude.
I can do this.
Altitude.
I just pulled 17 G's there.
Over T.
Probably should have my nav lights on.
Altitude. Over T. Altitude.
I like VTOL VR, it's a good game. Who has missiles? This is a free flight lobby. Who had missiles?
I'm good.
'Cause I heard a missile launch warning.
Okay,
Mine's
do you want
blue
me to
skull.
go instructor or do you?
Alright, let's see. Yep, I took off. Okay. Instrument lights on. G limit off. RCS on. Okay, we're good. Somebody's dying.
Over T.
Drifting my plane in the air.
Over T.
It's fun. What if I just turn off all of my flight assists? This isn't actually that bad to fly. Okay, I'm gonna see if I can fly through this bridge.
Pull up.
No,
Altitude.
I'm going to abort
Pull up.
that.
Altitude. Over T. Altitude. Over T.
I just was not making it.
Altitude. Over T.
Fly in between these towers.
Over T.
Oh wait, I forgot to enable station.
Pull up.
Look how many enemies there are.
Altitude. Altitude. Over G.
I lost a lot of speed really fast.
Landing gear. Landing gear. Landing gear.
It's right. Thank you, plane.
Over G.
Ooh. Who blew up? Okay, this server's boring now. AV-42 deathmatch. Okay, targeting pod. So I know that the AV-42 only has IRST or infrared missiles. So I'm gonna power this on. Nav. Zoom all the way out. Actually, I'll get about that amount of zoom. I am going to start flying. Is he crashed over there? That is a crashed AV-42. Did he die? Can my headset not, please? I think that the crashed one was just a distraction. We'll see though. Is that an airbase?
Pull up. Pull up. Pull up. Pull up. Over G. Altitude. Altitude. Pull up. Altitude. Pull up. Altitude. Pull up. Altitude. 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 Pull up. Altitude. Pull up. Altitude. 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 Altitude.
Yeah, it's a distraction.
Altitude. Altitude. Pull up. Altitude. Over G. Altitude. 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 Altitude.
Man, I'm tired. This makes it easier to see enemies' trust.
Over G. Over G.
You know what? I don't actually think there are any enemies. Yeah, it's been over for a while. Yep, I was the only one keeping it alive. Time for attack practice. Well, I'm gonna put on ARST sidewinders and that, plus a cannon and a targeting pod. Yeah, I'm gonna put on 3 AIM-120s there, or 2 AIM-120s. Wait, is this ground attack?
Yup.
Shit, hold on.
Just so I can keep this charging.
Okay, I have ground attack stuff now.
Yeah, no crap, you almost got us killed. Yeah, hold on, let me.
Pull up a bit.
So you want me to do the guns? What is? Let me just give me more
So I gotta go attack those.
Okay. I'm good now. So what do I need to...
When will my plane start going?
Hit home.
What does
It's
loft
called-
bomb mean?
They call it TGP. They call it TGP. Tell me what it TGP, please.
What does loft bomb
Okay, yeah, I see
mean?
it. I think it's either going to mean that you've locked onto something or somebody's locked onto you. Okay.
You know what? I could probably launch a cluster missile. I'll try it.
Shoot.
Will it break off and split out? To be honest, I don't even think it launched. Okay then.
Plop. 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 Altitude. Plop. Altitude. Altitude.
Power of the CHM.
Altitude. 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 Altitude.
The CHM is really good, just only if you know how to use it.
I would have watched the... Hold on.
Landing gear.
Yeah.
Landing gear. Landing gear. Landing gear. Landing gear. Altitude. 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 Altitude.
Yep, he's dead.
Yes, she's gonna kill us.
Or not? Am I just bad?
Okay, if I can take control of...
Altitude.
I'll just launch a
Altitude.
MAV.
Altitude. Pull up. Altitude. 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 Altitude.
Target group A is back.
So, okay, keep it on that bomb. I'm gonna get lined up with that big group of enemies, and I'm gonna let you drop the bomb.
Oh, there's
Landing
infinite
gear.
weapons. Nice.
Landing gear. Landing gear. Landing gear. Landing gear. Altitude. 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 Altitude.
Alright, I'm turning now.
Altitude. 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 Altitude.
I'm gonna try and get lined up more.
Altitude. 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 Altitude.
And by lead it, do you mean like
Altitude.
kind of like
Altitude.
point towards them with the
Altitude.
nose of the jet?
Altitude.
Yep, another CAGMs. I should be getting,
Oh yeah.
regaining 3 AGMs 65 soon.
There.
It'd be cool if they had missiles, like missile launchers.
Drop, drop, drop.
Missile launch.
Oh yeah. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, just 4. That was nice.
Pull up. Pull up.
It was a beauty.
Pull up. Altitude. 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 Altitude.
Crap. Hold on, this is being a bit weird. There, yep. Did we run into the bomb? Did the bomb? I swear the bomb like on us.
Missile launch.
I gotta launch more.
Hold on, let me try and do something. I'm gonna try and do something with this cable. You have full control for a second until I get this situated. Okay, now should be good.
Let's see if they can even turn that much. I don't think so.
Okay.
Landing gear. 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 Landing gear.
Jesus Christ, the T-55 loves to stall.
Yeah. I know you can't turn without getting stalling warnings.
Missile launch. Missile launch.
I'll just launch them all off.
Missile launch. Shoot. Shoot. Missile launch. Missile launch. Pull up.
Hey, Mr. Oakman 824.
Yep.
Can you turn your mic off of hot mic, please?
Okay, so. Does it sound like I'm in a. Or does it sound like there's a lot of wind?
Altitude. 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 Altitude.
No, it just, you were breathing.
Oh yeah, I'm a bit sick. My nose is
Yeah, me
fucked
too.
up.
I can't breathe through my nose.
Yeah. But we went to the doctor, like, they didn't even tell us what we had. So I still don't know what I
Missile launch. Altitude. Altitude. Pull up. Altitude. 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 Altitude.
This is Tango 11 requesting takeoff.
Landing gear. Altitude. Altitude. Pull up. Altitude. Pull up. Altitude. Missile launch. Altitude. Missile launched. Autopilot
But,
disengaged.
I mean, at school too, if I'm not sick, everybody says my breathing's loud. And I tell them, at least I'm breathing.
Altitude. Altitude. Pull up. Altitude. Pull up. Altitude. Altitude. Altitude.
I think our planes are invincible, right? Well, apparently they're not invincible because I crashed into the ground and I died.
Unless you crash, you can get shot 5 times and you're alive.
Okay. So can I shoot radar missiles at people?
Yeah.
I wouldn't. Wait, people?
Yeah,
Instead of the enemies?
yeah.
Yeah,
I
you're
don't.
locked onto me right now.
Okay, you just dived behind that mountain. I'm coming for you.
Landing gear. Landing gear.
I don't think I can kill you.
Probably can.
Shoot.
Can I try it with an infrared missile first?
Sure.
Alright, let me get over there.
What's your call sign?
Why?
Because.
Shoot.
Okay, I'm gonna launch the missiles now. Did that kill you?
Dodged it.
No, that hit
Oh,
you.
dodged it.
Over T.
I still see 2 ways.
Look, don't release any chaff or flare. Just let yourself get hit.
Oh, wait, eject.
Shoot. Over T.
So you're Tango 1-2?
Think so, yeah.
Yeah,
I fired a missile at my
You're
missile.
right behind me.
Pitbull. 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 Shoot.
Holy crap.
Yeah, no, that hit you and you didn't get hurt.
Yeah. That one did.
Missile launch.
You got airspeed.
Over T. Over T.
Yeah.
Shoot. Missile launch.
Yeah, I think 2 missiles just hit me and I'm still
Over
fine.
T.
I think we're just air-to-air fighting now.
Yeah. I'm stalling.
Well, of course you're stalling. It's the T-55.
True.
Pull up.
This thing has like a negative thrust-to-weight ratio.
Altitude. Pull up. Altitude. Pull up.
You know how to
Altitude.
turn the smoke
Altitude.
on in the
Altitude.
T-55?
Altitude. Altitude.
Because this is my first time flying it, so I just got
Altitude. Altitude.
I turned my smoke on.
Over T. Over T. Over T. Shoot. Pinball. Shoot.
Fuck!
Altitude. 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 Pull up. Altitude. Altitude. Pull up. Altitude. 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 Over T. Landing gear. Shoot. Landing gear.
I
Landing
ain't letting
gear.
nobody be.
Hey, yo, chill. Chill, bro.
Altitude. 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 Pull up. Altitude. Pull up. Altitude. Altitude.
Okay, amigo, bye bye. I think that's about it for right now.